if I don't run out of energy today, I got to look up and see if I can get me some glasses. Because a guy I work with on the weekends, he said, I got 2 pair of glasses. I have one for my safety glasses and another pair for regular glasses. And I said, oh, that sounds cool, because you wear these things everywhere and you go to look, you got a little bit of vision blockage. And my wife was telling me these might not be legal to drive in, but I can see where I'm looking at, so I don't see why not. But I don't know. If I buy 2 pair of glasses, that's $200. And I was looking, I seen a couple prices a little bit cheaper, but then I'm in a rush, so I got to get me some tires. So there's this place on 25, I think they call it Sweetwater, off of exit 5. It's like a little BP gas station. And he said, walking out the door, $150 a piece. It's probably a little bit higher than what I could have got, but it was cheaper than Discount Tire, cheaper than Firestone, cheaper than another place that sold tires. And they got staff. So I called him. He said he'd get me a tire for $150 a piece. So I'm going to send my wife up there while I'm working. She's going to go up there and get me 4 tires. The tires I have on my truck are about 8 years old. So that's $600. So I got to charge it. I tried to apply for a credit, and they turned me down. And so I was like, man. So anyway, and then I got to get alignment. But when your tires are not aligned and they start wobbling real bad, it's almost like having an ignition coil go bad on you. the truck's shaking so much, my check engine light's coming on, and when I'm going slower, it'll reset and then it'll go off. I don't think the ignition coil's going bad, but I think it's just the tires, and I need to get it for, I have an accident. So you gotta have good tires on your car, just like your feet gotta have good shoes. Rubber to the road, rubber to the ground. So, gotta get them tires, and then alignment, so they don't wiggle. You don't want no wiggle on your tires. So we're messing around today. My wife invited her breakfast. Got some French toast up here at the Dollar Tree, and I got they still got my gum. I like Juicy Fruit gum, and you can get it in the single packs where they put 5 per pack, and you can get a packet like 5 of them in there. So when it's hot, if you have the whole pack, they'll get kind of mushy. So I like getting it where there's 5 per pack. If you buy them individual, they were like 35 cents, but it's hard to get things now. But I like my Juicy Fruit gum. We're in a dollar store trying to get some more washing powders and the Hubba Bubba gum. I like Hubba Bubba. Tear it off a little bit of Hubba Bubba, a little bit of Juicy Fruit, and mix it together, and it's softer, so I can chew it longer, and it keeps its flavor. I like chewing gum, and I'm gonna make some coffee in a little bit. Hopefully, get to see the grandbabies today. And I've been told not to put them on the social media or anything, so I can make videos of them and put them in private. And then when they get old enough where it doesn't matter, then I can make them all public. So stick around 20 years with me, and you're going to see all these videos pop up. Wow, where did they all come from? I got about 8 in private right now. So, eventually they'll pop up. Yeah, when I was talking about a job one time, and I didn't want to release it till I got another job. Because it's not bad just talking about how they were justifying this new position they had, but you never know. But it's cool. It's fall now. It's starting to get a little cooler. Try to do the hybrid shopping since you can't never find nothing. I like these little shirts here, so I need 2 more. I got 5. So I'd like to have 2 more so I don't have to wash clothes maybe once a week. Just have to wash more, instead of twice a week. Because, man, I need more shirts. And then one of my socks started having holes in it, so I'll try to make it last as long as I can. And I had a little bag I had to carry my tools in. If you don't carry your little tools at the main job, little tools to kind of work on stuff, little like scissors and wire pullers, wire cutters, and little snips. If you don't take that with you when you go back in, you won't have any. And then you won't be able to do your job, So I don't know where they put them. Sometimes they have them, and then the next day they don't have them. So it's better to have your own tools. Makes it a lot easier. So a little bag, like a little canvas bag, it cuts real easy. So I told my son, he likes sewing. I said, sew this up. He said, that's worthless material, So we've had to figure out something. Maybe use a bunch of Dollar General grocery bags just till they rip. That'd be free and it don't look too good, but that's kind of cool. And, they talking about all these cars getting broke into, and we was at Subway, and my wife seen a guy messing with a car. She said, hey, they're trying to break into it. And I said, wasn't that car here when we drove up? This was yesterday. And she said, well, don't say nothing, just leave it alone. And I said, well, I was going to tell the people working here because that might be one of the employees' cars. Well, we waited, we still eating, and they didn't get in the car, but they would just look very suspicious, and you couldn't really get the good angle. Well, then a lady comes up, and she's got a gas can, putting gas in it. I said, well, that's what it was. They ran out of gas, so, they probably live close, I'm assuming, but she was putting gas in it, and then she took off, and she wasn't in the store. So, maybe he had to try to get the keys or get prepared before she did. I said, that was probably her son. So, just sometime time I figured it out. But, you still got to be careful because if you leave your stuff in the car where people see it, they'll break in your car a lot of times, especially like Atlanta. I've seen a lot of people where they get fake things put over their window, fake glass thrown on the ground, looks like they've done been robbed. And, if nobody looks in the car, they'll think, oh, man, somebody done got it. They look at, oh, I still got the radio, So people tried to fake their cars already got hit. I thought that was hilarious. It's a good idea, but, if they going to still rob you anyway, what was the point? But, yeah, man, I was going to take the tires and save them. And my grandbaby's a little, so if I had the tire, my used tires, they don't have metal showing, but he likes tires. So I was going to save them, or you could push them around. My mama said, don't do that. If you lay it on the ground, it might get a snake in it. It's cold, but she's right. And then if I put the tire in the back of my truck, then I got all these used tires around just for him to play with. And then, fill it with water, get all nasty. And then, I said, well, I told my wife, just tell them to dispose of the tires when you get the new tires. But I was thinking, trying to make free entertainment. But yeah, he's something else. He was talking about my grandbaby. He's a little over 3 now, and he's starting to get in Paw Patrol. So it was amazing. I went to go kiss him on the head, and he sticks his foot up there and hits me where I can't get close to him. And I said, hey, and he's got his little bottle of milk like he's, hey, it's my TV time. And I'm thinking, well, I never thought I'd see today, because usually he come in, zoom, zoom, push little cars everywhere, running the walls. And now he's watching this TV show. So he's already got addicted to video entertainment, I was like, man. So I said, bye. He didn't even realize I was leaving, And then somehow he got out of the house, and he was over at the neighbor's when I went outside. So I didn't even see him come out of the house. But he was watching Paw Patrol, and then when we went to leave, we sent him in the yard. Or maybe it was the other day. I think it was the other day. You know. But that was at a little birthday party, and he was in there for a minute watching a little Paw Patrol. But yeah, I got to get these. I got these coffee mugs, and they have a hole in them. So I fill them up to the top, and especially in my wife's car, you put them to the side, and they'll spill out a little bit. So I need to find me some cups that have the slide lids that lock, where no bugs, no spills. That's what I need. But I want like a 40-something ounce cup, or 30-something ounce cup, big one. Because when I'm off sometime, you drink the coffee, I don't know what it is. This ain't medical advice or nothing. It's just my own personal experience. Yeah, I drink creamer, so that's not probably good for you. But you, as you get older, you kind of get arthritis. Everything just kind of swells. I think it's natural, or maybe you get dehydrated because you don't drink enough water or something. I don't know. But you just feel stiff and achy. And coffee, to me, seems like it makes you feel more free-flowing, your joints and all. When soda, like Diet Mountain Dew, because I got white sugar, it'll make you feel dehydrated and kind of muscles stiff, and just for that little bit of caffeine. But the coffee, it makes you feel better. I think it's got no medical advice, but it just, drinking coffee seems to make me feel better than drinking diet sodas, even though diet soda is a whole lot more convenient, because coffee might take 12 minutes, I'm kind of slow. So the time I brew it, get in there, mix it, everything, rinse out my old dish, or coffee cup, and it's about 12 minutes. And sometime when you got a diet soda, you just get it and go. Plus, coffee doesn't have the salt that I notice. The creamer does, but the whole drink don't have the salt as much. And I had to watch blood pressure. But yeah, hopefully get to see the grandbabies today. Chill out. Trying to figure out how to save up for some Christmas money. I'll post a link. I need to do it more, but I think I can only get 5. But if somebody wants a credit card, Capital One's pretty good. And I got like $36 keep the change. So every time you spend money and you pay it back, as long as you pay it back every month, I get like 1 or 1.5% cash back. So you can apply that toward your balance. So say you spend $1,000, you pay it off, that's like $10. So it helps out sometimes just to make your bill. And I hadn't been able to save up enough to do what I wanted. I wanted to get go ahead and buy me and my wife's cremation thing that would save us money, instead of buying once you get 85, I don't know if I'll make it 85, but life insurance doesn't really help you anymore, most of them, or in the 80s. So if you had your cremation certificate, it's paid for, then, for like less than $1,000, it's already paid for. All you got to do is get, if you want that. Some people want a fancier type arrangements, but it's all personal choice. But I'm just my opinion of what, I wanted to do, and not be a burden to my kids and all that. They probably wouldn't want to pay a lot, for me just to leave. So if I had it paid for, they'd be thankful. So here she comes. I don't know what she got yet. I'm gonna have her on the video answering questions. Why do you come back in the car?
I need ID.
She need ID.
Need ID. Need ID.
Gotta get the coffee creamer. What? There ain't no coffee creamer. I got just a little bit at the house. But also, I don't eat enough vegetables. Coffee helps you with where you would eat vegetables. And no medical advice. Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all watching. I'm just rambling on. Rambling on. And that lizard yesterday, or the dragon, was pretty cool. So, yeah. We'll talk at you later. I might make 2 or 3 more videos today just talking about stuff. Who knows? But thank y'all for watching. Stay cool. Try to stay warm. And, have fun.